I did not see that coming. Arsenal failing to score against Everton at home and drawing 0-0, and Liverpool coming from behind to get back into a game and drawing 2-2 against Fulham. Both sides dropping points for the second game in a row. Liverpool drew, of course, 3-3 with Newcastle. Their Merseyside derby was, of course, postponed. Arsenal draw to Fulham and then draw to Everton. If you want to win a Premier League title, you have to be near on perfect. You have to be perfect. And what they have allowed is Manchester City are now back in the hunt. If Manchester City beat Man United, right, they are 6 points off of Liverpool. If they're still 6 points off of Liverpool when the January window comes and City bring in a number of players, who knows? But the one team this weekend, which will be absolutely ecstatic right now, is Chelsea. Chelsea win tomorrow. The gap goes down to 2 points. Make sure you go down, drop a like if you haven't already. And just a quick one, we are less than 50 subscribers off of 33,000. So make sure you have smashed a like on the video. Stinker and hooked. Martin Odegaard. We'll start with Arsenal. Martin Odegaard and Declan Rice. What is happening to Martin Odegaard? They come out of the performance against Everton with absolute a battering in terms of the possession. But in terms of the shots, in terms of clear-cut chances, in terms of Odegaard and Rice getting hooked off, Martinelli hasn't been on it for, in my opinion, he's just simply not good enough if we want to win league titles. Havertz doesn't look fit. And there comes a point now where Arsenal are £800 million in a quote-unquote rebuild. And at this moment in time, if they allow Manchester City back in the title race and Arne Slot and Maresca finish above Arteta, then I think a lot of fans are going to want him out. I think a lot of fans are going to want him out. In terms of Arne Slot, maybe we are seeing a Liverpool team that should have maybe signed a couple of players in January. It was good to see Jota back in. He come off the bench and actually got the goal that dragged them back in. But Liverpool have not won a Premier League game this season without a Mo Salah goal, to my knowledge. I could be wrong on that, or without a goal or an assist, whatever it is. But look at that now. Chelsea in absolute dreamland. Manchester City back in the race. After one of the worst runs Manchester City have had in their history, they are back in the race. We'll start with Arsenal, right? If you can't beat Everton at home, you're not good enough to win a league title if you can't beat Everton at home. That is practically the strongest Arsenal 11 available. David Raya and Gabriel and Saliba, you know how strong defensively they are. Miles, Lewis Skelly back in the team after that good performance against Monaco. Odegaard, Declan Rice and Marino, which were all subbed off. The only player that hasn't really been subbed off this season is Bukayo Saka. I'm looking at Arsenal right now. I don't think at this moment in time, unless a huge window comes in terms of bringing in a number 9, when you're relying on players like Gabriel Jesus, Martinelli, Jorginho, I don't think they're going to win the league, I'll be honest. I really, really don't. Another game where they didn't win. They didn't, of course, have a set piece. The substitutions from Arteta today. Taking off Marino, bringing on Gabriel Jesus. Taking off Odegaard for Wanyeri. By all means, give the kid a chance, right? He deserves more game time. But this is when you're in the pitch, you're looking at your captain, you're looking at someone to drag you for a result, someone to pick up the team by the scruff of the neck, like Cole Palmer and Salah do, which Saka has done month after month after month, but he doesn't do it and Arsenal don't win. I'm looking at Odegaard right now going, he either don't look fully fit or he's just massively underperforming. 0-0 at half time. Everton only had, 2 shots on goal? Something like that, maybe. Yeah, 2 shots, 0 on target. A very comfortable performance for David Raya. That's the second game in a row that Arsenal have had a massive opportunity that's missed up. You look at the Thomas Partey header against Fulham. Milenko slips. Saka's able to kind of dart past Branthwaite. He finds Odegaard and he fires towards goal, but it's deflected. And that was like the big chance in the first half. And then in the second half, they huffed and they puffed. And I thought maybe Saka may pull something out of the bag. Everton brought on Brozier, the ex-Chelsea number 9. And there wasn't a massive amount of chances in the second half. Ashley Young had a really good game as well. Only 5 shots on target against Everton, only 13 shots. That's just not good enough for me. Like, the Liverpool point against Fulham is a far better point purely on the fact that they were playing with 10 men for around, with the added time on, probably around 80 minutes. Mohamed Salah provides his 100th assist for Liverpool in all competitions. We'll move on to Liverpool now. That they of course went with Alisson, Trent. I don't think Trent was that great today. Gomez, Van Dijk, Robertson, Curtis Jones, Gravenberch, Szoboszlai, Salah, Diaz, Gakpo. Cody Gakpo again with another goal, and Jota comes off the bench. But take nothing away from Fulham and take nothing away from Everton. 2 really good performances from those sides away at tough grounds, the toughest of the toughest grounds. Take nothing away. Absolutely deserved to be. I think both Everton and Fulham deserve draws, if we're being brutally honest. Now, the red card was obviously a big turning point, massive, massive turning point. But before the red card, Andres Pereira, the ex-Manchester United midfielder, scores against Liverpool. Superb goal, absolutely superb. Robertson's allowed to, drive to the byline by Trent. Poor defending from me after a good switch of play from Wilson, who's actually had a really good season, Wilson, to be fair to him. You can't give Robertson that much space in and around to cross a ball. He's got a very good delivery on him. It's a ball to the far post, and there doesn't seem to be anyone there. And there is Pereira, who makes it 1-0. And then Andrew Robertson, then red card. Pereira switches the play for Wilson. Robertson gets his toe on the ball first, but a poor first touch takes it towards Alisson, and then he brings him down. The referee had to think about it, and fair play to Liverpool because they're showing mentality. 1-0 down with 10 men, they get back into the game. That is what you call a side that understands the task at hand. Yes, they weren't good enough, but they'll take a point after being down to 10 against a very good Fulham side that have beaten Brighton recently, drawn with Spurs, drawn with Arsenal. Diaz put a cross across the 18-yard box, played it into Salah. Salah had a shot, and there was Cody Gakpo to get the rebound and make it 1-1. Fair play to Fulham. They kept digging deep. They showed that they are a very good side. Andrew Robertson with his 2nd assist of the game. And Muniz scores just after 8 minutes on the field. Fulham go 2-1 up, and then Cody Gakpo pulls a rabbit out of the hat, equalises from a Darwin Núñez assist in the 86th minute to make it 2-2, and it was game on. There was about 9 minutes of added time on. But as it stands right now, the Premier League table, that is Chelsea and City will be very, very, very happy. The fact that you've got to scroll down to 12th to now see Spurs is just mad. It's just mad how bad we are compared to these sides. But the Premier League table looks like this. I still think Liverpool have got a very, very good chance of winning this league. I don't necessarily know if Arsenal have got it to get over the line unless they have a very good transfer window. Chelsea, of course, they're in 4 wins on the bounce. No other team in the Premier League is in as good form as Chelsea, including beating Aston Villa and beating Spurs, unfortunately. But they'll be very, very confident. To give some perspective, without even playing tomorrow, they could have scored 7 or maybe 6 or 7 or 8 goals more than Arsenal, and they've already scored 8 goals more than Manchester City. Shows how strong their attack is. Plus 17 goal difference. Only Liverpool have got a better goal difference. But this Premier League title race is very, very interesting. It's now 4 teams in it. I thought City were out. I thought they were out of the race completely without a shadow of a doubt. I thought they would be out of it, but they've just been allowed back in. They have just been allowed back into the race. And if you're a Liverpool fan, if you're an Arsenal fan, you've got to be absolutely gutted. Absolutely gutted. But I'll be honest, Chelsea, listen, Chelsea are a very, very strong side, right? If we're sitting here come tomorrow and they do beat Brentford, the gap is something like, what, 2 points? So, look, it's going to go all the way to the January window, and then we're going to talk about which club goes out and backs their manager the most, because Man City need a January window like you've never seen before, right? Arsenal need a striker, right? Liverpool need another midfielder and probably another fullback, right? Chelsea need a number 9, a goalkeeper, and a centre-back. If all of that happens, which is unlikely because the January window is hard to do business, we could be sitting here, right? We could be sitting here in a very interesting spot come the 1st of February with so much business to be done. Like Arsenal, in my opinion, that is, look, it's not a bottle job, but they don't look on it at the moment. They do not look on it. You know, you can't beat Fulham. You can't beat Everton. You can't beat Bournemouth. You know, I don't know. I've got a feeling that they're going to keep slipping up, but I'll have to wait and see. Make sure you go down and drop a like. Make sure you have subscribed to the channel, because the road to 40,000 is well and truly on, and we can't do that without your support. And I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.